I just realized I was muted. I was talking. I hate it here. Hello, hello. It has been a minute since I have streamed. Hello, Preston. Hello, Bringer. Hello, Platty. How art thou doing today? I should have looked at the Clip Studio Paint, or not, OBS settings a bit more before I started. I didn't realize I had myself muted. And not only was I muted, I also didn't have the mic settings hooked up to the mic that actually works on my computer. So I unmuted myself in OBS, and there was still no audio going through, and I had to go back into the settings, and... and that's just a fraction of the pain we are going to be suffering today in Festival of Battles. Why do I do this to myself? Good way to fill time, I guess. Minimize the OBS window a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. I guess we should get started with the suffering. One good thing about Festival Battles is we don't have to worry about opening rotation luck very much, because it doesn't really matter what our opening rotations are. It's going to be the same either way. And we're going to do Gogeta slot 1. That's perfect. Does he still get 18 key next to Goku? Yes, he does. Yeah, let's get this going. We'll full up Vegeta. Doesn't matter how many orbs he gets, we just need to make sure we kill. It'd be highly unfortunate if we do not kill, so we need to make sure that we do. Do this. So let's minimize brush a little bit. Let's create some cloud cover. Yes, that is Estelle. The Stell. I have that there as reference while I am working. Always good to have a reference for the characters that you're drawing. This is the only one that I have a reference for, since the others I'm not drawing as much here. So she's the only one that I need to pay super closer attention to in terms of continuity. Let's focus. Let's off-rotate the 4s here. Yeah, because I like to get them... No, we'll do this. Janemba's dead here either way, so it doesn't fully matter how we start. It'll matter more once we get to the phases that actually have a little bit more HP and are actually living long enough to where it matters who we're floating or not. This is just about who do we have in slot 1 that matters. Okay, there's our cloud cover. Let's... Can I do this actually? Select. Let's decrease the tolerance a little bit. So much for tolerance. That should work. And then we go into this layer and we lower the opacity of the eraser. Oh wait, I need to invert the selection. We're gonna keep Gogeta slot 1. Let's get another defense stack with him. Get a defense stack with Goku. And year 10s, honestly, yeah, but she's getting 20 key sometimes. That they do. That is an issue they do have. Like, it's not the end of the world, but it is a flaw in their kit. And it's rather apparent in Festival of Battles. Let's do one more layer of erasing here. Yeah, that's good. Maybe one more. Yeah, you can still see the detailed underneath, so I can use that as reference when I go in a line. There we go. Now we got the cloud cover. Perfect. Alright, let's see here. This is where we're going to start stacking defense with Vegeta and Goku. And yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about. Because Goku's not going to be able to get to even 18 ki here. Yeah. Goku is not good on ki here. We didn't get any rainbow orbs. And the orbs didn't start in a very good fashion at all. That's part of what Gogeta is here to do. He's here for rainbow orb changing to help alleviate some of the key issues that the year 10 and year 7s have. But obviously, he can't be rainbow orb changing for both rotations, so unfortunately we're stuck with the bad orbs here. Let's see here. Here. See here. Whoops. We keep Gogeta slot 1. Or no, we can do, at least for this turn, let's do this. Because Vegeta is gonna be doing no damage to Trunks here. So we can get out a few stacks with Vegeta before Gogeta kills Trunks. Because I'm pretty sure Gogeta just solos Trunks if he goes in slot 1. And we want to get out as many stacks as we can, if possible. Yeah, I don't like that perspective very much. Let's do instead something like this. Thank you, Vegeta, for not killing Trunks. Much appreciated. Back there. Let's see here. This against year 2s. Do we have any Rainbow Key Spheres? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab those. Oh, I love this OST so much. I wish I would use this like another card. I would not complain if they reuse this OST. It is very good. I need them to add like something to the year 2 Super Easy A's to where they somehow get their OSTs to play during battle. I don't care what they have to do to make that happen, I just want to hear their OSTs. Give them 2016 level animation of entrance, of intros. And what did we do? That's right. Yeah, they have OSTs. The second anniversary, you know, they both have OSTs. A lot of the older Dokkan Fests all have OSTs. They're just only relegated to their Dokkan events, and that's why you never really hear them. Let's see here. What did I do? It's been a minute since I've done a festival battle run. What was my strategy? I think I remember now. Okay. That's right. I just stack with the 10s, and I float off Gogeta, Goku, and the other 10. That's right. Okay. Yep, we'll just work on defense for a bit. Make sure your 10s are nice and good, and then we'll start stacking attack. You don't play Dokkan with sound. You're missing out. There's a lot of good OSTs in this game, and the sound effects are quite nice, too. Let's throw the head over here. That way I don't have to worry about it getting in the way. Although we do need to scale that now because I was not drawing that when looking at the size of the body. So let's scale transform that. That's good. Oops. Alright. Oh, you'll begin the CD selection soon? Nice. I ordered it too. I don't know when it's supposed to arrive though. Alright, let's stack with this Vegeta. Beautiful. And then the Super Saiyan Gods get some stacks. And then we make sure we finish off Vegeta, although he'll be dead because of the Gods, but just in case. You only play Dokkan with sound for intros, actives, and when I want to listen to a specific OST. That's fair. That is fair. The intro extensions, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for the OST CD to get here. I do not draw Stella's hair from the back very much, so this is going to be very scuffed. Very rough hair here. Come on. Hold on. Need to raise the opacity again on the brush. There we go. That was good. What event do I need to get a burst mode so I can get the OST? We already got the NTUI OST, so I'm not clamoring for that, like, because we already have that. And that's one of the best OSTs. Although, if they did the Tapion event for burst mode, and they gave us LR Tapion's OST, that would be pretty hype. I need LR Tapion's OST to be available. I need LR Tapion EZA to be good. I didn't get to use them on release. I didn't get them until last year, actually. So, I need them to be good with their EZA. Because they have one of the best OSTs. That works. Cool. Would never turn the sound off with their OC. I know, right? It is top tier. Agil Tapion and Rat Broly should probably be able to super EZA. I agree. I think like all the units that have their own EZA battle should be able to super EZA. But then again, that's pretty much... that's a lot of units. But they should. Honestly, I think banner units should be able to get super EZAs too. But they need to get regular EZAs first. Would be both funny and sad if they gave the second anniversary banner units instant super EZAs. Because they're old enough for that. LR Gohan that released after them already has a super EZA. But thankfully Dokkan has been forgoing doing instant EZAs for units, so that is a good change they've made, and that is something that like I was putting in the survey for a while. Like, hey, let's stop giving units instant EZAs. That goes against the whole point of EZAs existing, so I'm glad they finally stopped doing that BS. Who are we drawing here? This is a character I designed. Her name is Stella. She's for a comic that I have been planning out for a very long time and am finally getting around to illustrating. And that is what I am doing here. Just working on illustrating the comic while I play Festival of Mid. I've got most of the story planned out. I have one detail of the story that I recently thought about changing, and I'm currently like drafting rewrites for that section of the story. But thankfully, that isn't until what I'm basically calling part 4 of the story. So I have a long time before I actually have to make the final decision on what to do with that part of the story. Alright, Dokkan attack. Doesn't matter. We'll forgo doing it because that just increased our attack. And we want to get as many stacks in as possible, so we'll forgo doing that. So. We do. This. Yeah, I made her this part a bit too long. The word escapes me. Am I hyped for Switch 2? I don't really play video games very much. Like, the only games I play are Dokkan and Legends. So, I really couldn't care less about the Switch 2. It dropping or not dropping has no impact on my life at all. Here's the thing. The most I have used my Switch, like, I've played Pokemon, I think I got Sword. Like, I played through Sword, and that's all I've played on my Switch. I use this Switch Joy-Con for drawing. So, that's all I've been using my Switch for. Just for drawing. But yeah. Switch 2, cool. It's coming. Don't really care much about it. LRDKP can be good later. Yep, exactly. Trunks and Broly could be slot 2. Yeah, they're good. It is me. WTF. Apparently there's like an evil roadie Twitter account now. And they're just like disagreeing with everything that I say, and I think it's fantastic and hilarious. It's the version of me that thinks 10th anniversary was good. Made her upper leg a bit long here. Shorten that up a little bit. Let's do this. Let's see here. What are we doing then? Yeah, we're keeping Goku slot 1. Didn't go how I expected, but that's fine. Okay, and then we should be able to get these AGL orbs. Yep, perfect. Okay. And then I don't think the 4s have gotten too many stacks yet, since they've been relegated to being floating. So we should be able to start getting their stacks up here. Hopefully we're doing enough damage. I haven't really been paying attention to how much damage we're doing. But I think we should be fine. Because year 7's doing enough in slot 3. 3Q does a decent amount in slot 3. And then, of course, you have the year 10 in their attack form in slot 3 doing a nice amount too on the other rotation. So, we'll be good. It's a little long there. Okay. Why does it do that to me? How are we doing damage-wise? It'd be very unfortunate if Goku was left on that much HP. It would have been hilarious, but I don't know if this was a guaranteed additional super or not. I've been paying attention to this drawing, so I'm not paying attention to the game very much. Which speaks to the difficulty of this fight. It's so difficult that I don't have to pay attention to it. All I have to do is click orbs. Such a hard fight. And I go back to drawing. Alright. Stop doing that to me. I don't know why my pen pressure keeps deciding to fail. Alright. Flint and Steel. Uh-huh. Minecraft movie. Funny reference. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I am drawing the Stella. She has been drawn. Arm comes out a little bit more here. I'll fine-tune that in a second. Yes, Stella is a Saiyan. See the tail. Let's see here. I think this is a phase where we might want to go a little more all out. You've gotten 9 stacks so far of defense and 0 of attack. I think I'm gonna give Goku or Vegeta. No, I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's do this. We'll be fine, because Super Saiyan 3 Goku is here, and he'll finish off Vegeta if we have to. Yeah, I don't plan to really ever give Stella Super Saiyan 3. She doesn't even have regular Super Saiyan, so there's no worries in terms of hair there. Made her torso a little short in this part here. There we go. That works. Let's draw the antenna. And then this goes here. We did less damage to Goku with Goku than I thought. Alright, 3Q. Finish off Vegeta. Perfect. It is not Jover. It is not Jowarida. It is an... We are in fact so Barak. And we're at the start of 2 turn charges, so we're good to go from here. That was close to a wipe, though. That was very close. We got lucky with Gogeta's additionals. Although I don't think he got a hidden potential system, so... We got both lucky and unlucky with Gogeta's additionals. So, it evens out. Still won, so... Yeah, the game is very big. It's too much for some to handle. Some people prefer a more modest size for their Dokkan battles. Yeah, let's just grab those. Beautiful. And back to draw. Find it funny how easy Imp Broly is actually an option. I haven't tried him here yet. Why is Stella doing a Homelander pose? Is that a Homelander pose? I don't know. I have yet to watch The Boys, so I don't know what a Homelander pose is. I know who Homelander as a character is. Like, he's kind of like the Omni-Man of The Boys, right? He's a government superhero. He's a bad guy. He lasered someone, and then everyone was clapping for him. I know zero The Boys lore, so I'm just kind of like rambling off like random tidbits. I think I know. He was part of like a group called, what is it, the Seven? And then I know he's supposed to be like the antagonist or evil. Yeah, he's the villain. I don't know what he's done though to be the villain. I just know he killed some people, and then they were clapping for him, and he was like laughing with the blood on his face. That's really all I know about The Boys. I know you have Discount Flash with A-Train. I know his name, A-Train. He's played by shoot, what's his name? Shoot. What was his name? Falcon, Captain America. Shoot. I can picture him in my head. What was his name? I am terrible. I am so terrible with names. He doesn't care about saving people. He's more so about public benefit. I see. Homelander is basically Superman if he was a narcissist with no morals. Interesting. Mackie, that's it. That's his name. Anthony Mackie. Yep, that's it. Okay, that's how we get 20 key. And beautiful. How are we looking with Gogeta? A48, okay. A-Train, yeah. The Red Rush of the Boys universe. I'm assuming, although, if the Boys is good, then they make A-Train slow, because I'm pretty sure like I've seen like scaling of Boys and it's below even JJK. So if A-Train is anything close to Flash level speedster, he should never lose a single fight. So I'm assuming if Boys is good, they either keep A-Train out of most fights, or they have him be slower in order to not have him only be able to be beaten by the writers being stupid. Damn it, didn't get any stacks in with the 4s. That's annoying. Oh well, it is what it is. Switch. Switch. The heroes and the boys don't know how to fight. They're just dominant in the verse because they have powers and they work. Interesting. So there's not many, like, superpowered individuals versus superpowered individuals. It's kind of just them going about the politics or something. Mostly with Homelander. I need to watch The Boys at some point. We need to make that go down a bit earlier. There we go. That works. Let's add an island there. Alright, let's see here. Boys is a very good show, but it's traumatizing 10 times worse than Invincible. Well, Invincible isn't really quote-unquote traumatizing. It takes a lot to get to me. In that way, so... I doubt it's that bad. Homelander would not stand a chance against the greatness that is Immortal. Okay, but like, characters of a show don't have to be strong against other characters from other shows in order for it to be good. I have not read the Invincible comics, I've only watched the show, but I'm vaguely familiar with what happens in the rest of the comics. Like, I know some major story beats moving forward. I know some of the plot twists. But I don't know, like, I haven't read it. I just know, like, oh, this fight happens. Here's who wins. I know this fight happens. This is who wins. This happens at some point. I don't know where in the timeline it does. This happens at some point. Again, I have no clue where it happens in the timeline. I have no idea how some stuff ends. I just know at some point, stuff happens. I do know Mark goes through it, yeah. But, like, in my head, I can't put together a timeline of the Invincible series. I just know I just have a bunch of plot points in my head for what I know happens just from stuff I've seen. I just have no idea where they go. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is just gonna be missing out on a lot of stacks here. That's fine. We can stack with him later. I just want to make sure I get enough defense with the gods and the 10s. And I don't need to know too much about the Invincible storyline. I'm fine just waiting for the show to animate it. SJ4s are good. Yes, they are. But they can stack very quickly. So, like, once we get to a point where I can focus on stacking them, they'll stack fast. Right now, I just want to focus on getting the 10s up to an acceptable level of defense. And then we'll start working on their offense. Where are they at? 2.3. Okay. No, yeah, the Invincible fandom is Lobotomy Kaisen 2.0. It shifted from JoJo's to Jujutsu Kaisen, and now it has infected the Invincible fandom. Since Jujutsu Kaisen ended, the lobotomy needed somewhere to go, and so the Invincible fandom became the new host of the brain rot. And yes, I am sure. Sea salt. And I love that, like, the official Invincible account is participating in this. Like, they dropped the video earlier of Mark screaming, "Sea salt, I need you, sea salt," and they subtitled it "Sea salt, I need you, sea salt." And it was playing on, like, the GDA monitor, and they replaced Sea Salt's head with, like, a PNG of sea salt. It's so terrible, and I love it so much. Sea salt. I'm so lonely. Are you lonely because you're the strongest, or are you the strongest because you're lonely? Conquest. Well, what was it that I said earlier? Hold on. I did, like, some combination earlier. Let me scroll back up in the Discord chat. What was it that I was saying? Where are you? Bum, bum. So my friend said to me, "Are you Omni-Man because are you sure, or are you sure because you're Omni-Man?" And I responded with, "Stand proud, Conquest. You are lonely." The brain rot knows no end. Okay. Now, Immortal is a goat. See, Conquest... Notice how Conquest only showed up once Immortal had retired. Conquest knew not to mess with Immortal, so Conquest waited for Immortal to retire before he invaded Earth. He also waited for for Business Baby to be out of commission before attacking. Immortal has no limits. The Force should get some stacks here. Also, I just missed the perfect opportunity to transform 4Q. Oh well. Duplicates are worse. I mean, she's not great. But, it's whatever. She is, like... She's not the best. But also, if you think about it, these characters that grew up basically raised by the GDA, they're not gonna have great social skills. So I don't fully blame Kate for not having any social grace in that department. Rexplode is a goat, yes. Although he didn't start that way. He was not a great person at the start of Season 1. And then he had character development. Hopefully Kate gets some character development. I don't know what happens with her character. I know she's, like, still around for a while. So hopefully she gets some good character development. But I don't know. She's sticking around Immortal, and he's not gonna exactly be the best influence, I don't think. Rex was around, Shrinking Ray, and Mark, and Eve. So Rex had some good influences around him to change his character. Oh, Alan's great. I am so disappointed that at the end of season 3, when Eve and Mark were going at it, they didn't cut to Alan. Like, come on, that's the thing. You cut to Alan when the characters are doing it. It's what you do, and they didn't do it. And I am nettled. I am so freaking nettled that they did not cut to Alan when Mark and Eve were going at it. Like, come on, how do you fumble that? Oh well. Can't have everything, I suppose. It is what it is. Oh yeah, I was drawn. That's the thing I was doing. Can't wait till Anissa dies in the show. Does she end up dying? I know she's in the second Viltrumite War. But I have no idea what happens to her after that. I know Omni-Man gets mad at her. For reasons that we don't need to go over. Didn't get 20 key with Vegeta. That's unfortunate. Comics, yes, she dies by getting slashed with the chest. Huh. Interesting. I have no idea where in the timeline that would happen. Omni-Man's in 2 games. Well, he needs to be added to Dokkan, too. When can we expect him in Dokkan? Or Legends? Get him in the better game. Put him in Legends. What do I put for his dialogue here? Try out for those seeking the Dragon Balls. Let's assume for a minute I have no idea what those are. I don't want to say wish-granting orbs just yet, because I have that saved for a later scene. I was going to say price is a great value. Let's see here. What's Vegeta's defense looking at? 2.1. You need to cycle a little bit more with him. Omni-Man would buff in Human Deeds. Oh, yes, he would. What would Conquest be on? Battle of Fate? Battle of Fate, Space Traveling Warriors. He would definitely have the brutal beatdown Link. Let's see here. What other categories would Conquest have? Accelerated Battle. The mark from that fight would be on All Out Struggle. No. Conquest would not be on Inhuman Deeds. Inhuman Deeds is when you kill an ally. Not Bond of Friendship. Nah, that's wild. Poor Con, he's just lonely. Let's see here. Sworn enemies. What else would he be on? No, I'm saying Mark would be on the category. Like, the Mark from the Conquest fight would be on All Out Struggle. Not Conquest being on All Out Struggle. No. Conquest is not on All Out Struggle. Mark is. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that art of Conquest. It is hilarious. I love all the art of Conquest that's come from that episode. It's all so peak and so brain rotted. I love it so much. I'm so glad that the Invincible fandom caught the lobotomy that JJK had. Because I missed the JJK brain rot, and I'm so glad it has found a new home. I mean, that's part of why part of me wishes original Dragon Ball was coming out today. Because I know for a fact that Dragon Ball would have had some of the best brain rot there could be. Especially around, like, Vegeta being a fraud. They'd be calling him Potential Man left and right. And the memes would be glorious. And I am so sad we don't live in the timeline where Dragon Ball got lobotomized. What would it be called? Lobotomy Ball Z? Something like that. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't live in that timeline. We need Super to start becoming like a weekly manga rather than monthly. And then we need Dragon Ball Super Lobotomy. Legends memes are already stupid enough. I haven't seen too many of the Legends memes. SR orbs? Beautiful. That dropped exactly how I wanted it to. You'll love to see it. The right color of orb too. Absolutely fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. Oops, moved the page. I feel like I made this a bit off. Let's re-transform that. The it's futile thing. No, that is legendary. The it's futile thing transcends legends. It's futile is fantastic. Do not need layer 15. What did we have up to? Okay. No one can beat me when I'm super tough. Yep. Alright, let's see here. What are we working with in terms of defense now? 2.5. We're almost at an acceptable level, I'd say. Let's get a few more stacks in with this half. And then we'll start moving towards attack. And then later we'll focus on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Dokkan doesn't have insane brain rot memes unless you count cooler motorcycle image. Yeah, well, Dokkan memes were taken over by the Saiyans with no limits. That's been the big Dokkan meme. Yeah, the AGL Blues. And it's transcended Dokkan too. Yeah. Dokkan memes are definitely just Saiyans have no limits. And the Reddit does have pretty good memes on Fridays. The DBZ Dokkan Battle subreddit, Meme Friday, it's pretty decent, so. It's gonna be funny when they eventually EZA AGLVB and like they make him the best unit in the game, I want that timeline to happen. It'd be hilarious. The JP Dokkan meme community. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. All the pairing SML cooler. It's yeah, I love whenever the JP memes show up on my timeline. It's fantastic. I love it so much. Come on, don't lag on me, please. Thank you. Let's see here. I do not need this up anymore. Oh, I'm stupid. There we go. Yep, okay. Let's get our panels selected. Yep, that's what we want. I still love the Super Saiyan 4's 12 key animation. It looks so good. Okay, let's switch you to attack, you to defense. Alright, we're looking. You're at 3, you're at 2.6. Yeah, I think we're about ready to switch to moving to attack. Hey, hey, Chips! How's it going? I don't think we have any concern about killing here. We should be good. Yeah. Because the gods should do enough. Goku didn't get great key luck in slot 3, but hopefully that won't be necessary. Has the Vegeta vs. Broly Rock thing. I don't think I've seen that. Okay, yeah, we're good. I hate charge counts. Such a stupid thing. That, and do that. Cool. This one's easy because it's just 2 panels. This, bam, bam. We lock the layer. We can lock this layer too while we're at it. This one we got some bigger panels. We almost did not kill that turn. Interesting. I guess it really is about time we start shifting towards defense or offense. We'll do one more stack with Goku. One more turn stacking with this Goku, and then we'll switch to attack with him. Let's do this. How was your defense looking? 1.5. The AGL Blues will EZA in 2026. Transform Forku? No. Not yet. It would be a waste to transform him here. I've seen you saying transform Forku a few times, and it didn't register with me that you were talking about Dokkan, because we were talking about like Legends Brain Rot, and I'm like, I don't remember a transforming Forku meme being a part of Legends, but okay, whatever you're saying. Trust the process. No, you don't transform him on turn 5. That's pointless. There's no reason to do that. I did miss the perfect opportunity to transform him earlier, so I'm just waiting for a good opportunity to transform him later on. I'm in no rush to transform him though. He stacks rather fast, so we don't need to worry about that. Plus, I don't want to risk not killing him here. I don't want to risk not killing this deep in. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum-bum. Beautiful. We should have no concerns about not killing here. I might be in a good position to transform Forku against Tech Gogeta in 2 turns. Or I guess 3 turns. When he comes back. Because next turn, I believe, is against Tech Gogeta. We should do a decent amount to him on the first turn. Because we're going to have 2 of the year 10s in that turn. They'll do a decent amount of damage, but not enough to kill. So I think they'll put Tech Gogeta within range for Golden Ozaru to finish off Tech Gogeta. And that'll allow us to start the turn with a fresh health a fresh health... Who's at next? Namek Goku. For us to wail against with our stackers. Alright, let's see. How our defense is looking for these. How's your defense looking? 2.63. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely start getting attack sacks in. What's your defense at? 1.6. I do want to keep Gogeta on rotation a bit more. 1.6. I'm going to double check what Gogeta's attack is here real quickly. I have it listed in my spreadsheet. That's right, it's over here. Tech Gogeta, your super attack is 1.45. Gogeta is completely safe in slot 1 here. And so that is what we're going to do. Yeah, this is what we start doing. Gogeta slot 1. Tense in slot 2. And this should put Gogeta in, Gogeta in range. Were you a Nickelodeon kid or Cartoon Network? I don't know. I watched shows that I thought were good. I know I watched a lot of Disney because, like, I used to watch Wizards of Waverly Place and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Like, those were my jam. And then, of course, I watched SpongeBob, Pokemon. Why are we so small of brush size? Jeez. Yeah, all the right stuff that's going on. I imagine that's why the Super manga hasn't come back. Because they're just dealing with, okay, let's settle this before we start the series again. I imagine that's what's going on. Let's pull up the timeline here so it'll make it easier. That's fine. Yeah, Daima was already planned. That was already work in progress. Made her neck a bit long here. There we go. Yeah, let's do it. The first animation of the video. Yahoo! Now we do want to make sure we get good orb luck here. I guess we should have put orbs in a better position before we even transformed, but I think we should be fine. Gogeta only has 2 health bars, and we did a decent amount of damage to him already. I think we might want to get an additional, though. Oof. Yeah, nope. We're not good. We're not good. Damn it. We need an additional super. He was not within range. Damn it. Messed up. Oh, well. It's been like a week since I've played this fight, so... yeah, I was bound to make a mistake. Oh, well. Supercharge count. It is hilarious that this animation still plays. And this is part of why I wasn't transforming Forku against a full health boss. Because if I did, and he didn't kill, well, unfortunate. I don't really care. It happens. It is what it is. I don't really care about winning. I'm just doing this to kind of like fill time while I do this. Where have I been? Just didn't really feel like streaming. I don't know, Dokkan 10th anniversary, it left me feeling disappointed, and I just didn't feel like there was anything to stream. Nothing felt worth doing. Like, I could do runs against Jiren. Cool. It's not a hard fight. So, there's no challenge there. Okay, I can do runs against battle-hardened formidable foes. Cool, there's really no challenge there. So, nothing really felt worth showing off, because nothing really felt like I wasn't just going through the motions against those fights. That's kind of like, in my mind, that's how I see 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary to me, it's just going through the motions. That's how it left me feeling. And so that's why I haven't been doing streams or anything. Because I don't want to do stuff just to go through the motions. Because there's really no point in doing that. Nothing from Anniversary was really much of a challenge. Even this. The charge counts are just stupid, but it's not a challenge. We just didn't get any hard fights, and so I just didn't feel like anything was worth covering. Golden Wings around the corner. Yeah, it is. End of the month. Hopefully that brings some difficult content. If not, oh well. Yes, Stella is a Saiyan. Yeah, I don't see Dokkan getting anything new, at least fight-wise, until Tanabata at the earliest. I don't expect anything good from Golden Week, really. Yeah, give the bosses crit, dodge canceling, locking, something, anything. Give them passives. They've been giving us bosses for the past year that have been stacked with passives and ability and territory skills and all of these other things. And then they give us, oh, we're gonna drop the hardest fight in Dokkan history. Prepare yourselves. It's gonna be nothing like you've ever seen. Open the box, look inside. Oh, it's just stats. It's not even hard. It's not. It's a stat check fight. That's all this is. And yes, there is a very big difference between a fight being hard and a fight being a stat check. This fight is a stat check fight. Can you get high enough stats fast enough? Doesn't matter what mechanics your characters have, because this fight is so long, it doesn't matter what they have. You just need to have the stats and you win. Other fights, okay, now we can mess around with different character abilities, like ushers, like revives, stuff like that, like taunts, because that's where, like, okay, you have these characters that have these abilities to deal with bosses, and you're able to use them against previous tough fights, and that was part of the strategy. This is just every single unit on your team at a high enough stat level to deal with boss normals and to able to do enough damage to not get destroyed by the charge count. That's all this fight is. It's just a... I'd argue it's the worst designed fight in Dokkan history. Bar none. It's just... It's not a good design. It shot high, promised high, and was ultimately just a disappointment. A fitting capstone to the 10th anniversary, if you ask me. On paper, a 50-phase fight that promises to be the hardest fight in the game does sound interesting. But then it ended up not being the hardest fight in Dokkan history. This is a fight where it exemplifies the difference between power creep and a new hardest fight. You can have a new hardest fight without having any power creep whatsoever. And that comes down to the boss's mechanics, not their stats. Like, let's look at the Goku and Frieza fight. That fight had lower attack stats than the Gogeta fight, than Cell Max. And yet it was a great deal harder than both of them. And that's because the Goku and Frieza fight had mechanics that made it hard. The locking into the dodge canceling was brutal. And then you have the Goku and Frieza phase, guaranteed super slot 1 every single time. And that was part of the challenge. And you had Golden Frieza in 17 that built up attack the longer you took. So it encouraged you to bring units that could deal with them quickly in a non-charge count fashion. It made you want to move quickly and punished you for not moving quickly, but didn't force you to lose if you didn't win without a certain amount of turns. I'm not the biggest fan of the Goku and Frieza fight, but it was certainly a much better designed fight. I feel like the last phase that's really any part of a challenge is the Daima phase. Gogeta and Vegito, you have 4 turns to take them down. That's not hard. They're pretty easy to finish off once you get to them. I find if I make it past Glorio, I always win. Like, if I make it past the Daima phase, you win. Gogeta and Vegito are just the victory lap. Pop whatever remaining skills you have and finish off the fight. Instead of doing the charge counts, what they should have done is, for all the turns, like after the amount of turns you would have, give the bosses 100% attack and defense. Like, just double their stats after when the charge counts would normally disappear. That's what you do. I like Beast Gohan's active. I like Beast Gohan. No, both of his OSTs. Beast Gohan has good OSTs. ATL Gogeta's OST. They're fine. I posted my OST tier list a while back. I think that was actually the last live stream I did. Was just doing an OST ranking for the 10th anniversary. The 7th anniversaries were on top. Well, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was. The Fusion OST, to be specific. Yeah, I don't like how that looks. That feels better. Okay. Legends' OSTs, I don't really know the themes. Like, I know a lot of characters have themes, but I cannot tell you a single character's theme, just like, I can't recognize any of their themes off the top of my head from listening to it, except for Ultra UIs. I have no idea what, like, SJ2 Gohan's OST is. I have no idea what any of their OSTs are. Just Ultra UI. Yeah, you tell me Goku Bardock OST, and in my mind, I have zero idea of which one it is. Alright, we're gonna do this instead. So I do need to alter this. Oh, I played the game with sound on. Like, I feel like sound is essential for playing the game. So you can listen to your enemy's movements when you're doing like stop time green cards and stuff like that. But, I don't know. The battle themes just kind of melt together in my head. Outside of like the Battle of Pride OST, which unfortunately you never get to hear because everyone playing PvP is a coward and they never want to do the Battle of Pride. They always just cowered out. They're always just cowards and leave before they can do the Battle of Pride. Like, come on, that's the whole reason we're playing this game mode, is so we can have our Battle of Pride. Do the damn... And that's why I don't do Battle of Pride. Because no one ever wants to do it, so there's no point in doing it. Taking a break from Legends because you couldn't win with the last few minutes. RIP, but understandable. My team right now in Legends is Daima 4Ku, Daima 3, Jita, and Majin Ku. So yeah, I've got the meta team right now. But before 4Ku dropped, the team I was running was Beast Gohan, Ultra SJ2 Gohan, and Purple Ultimate Gohan. And I was winning most matches with that. Even against like Ultra Cell. No, I think Legend summons are fine. I don't have a massive problem with it. It would be nice if Pity was a bit easier to get. Like, make Pity 40k CC. Although, I think that's what it's at right now. Hold on. So, Dokkan, you need 1,000 stones to get Pity. That's the equivalent of 20,000 Chrono Crystals. However, Legends gives out about double the amount of stones that Dokkan does. Like, equivalent in currency. So let's see here. You need 50 coins in order to pity a unit in Legends. Every single rotation gives you 4 coins. And every single rotation costs 3,200 Chrono Crystals. So right now you need 40,000 Chrono Crystals to pity a unit. That feels wrong. $50 coins divided by 4 equals 12.5 rotations. Multiplied by 3,200. Yeah, 40,000 Chrono Crystals. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Maybe reduce that down to 30,000. I think Legends Pity is fine. I think they should give you like the 1,200 Z power if you do get Pity. Only getting 600 is kind of whack, but that's really it. And they do need to update like the Legends ticket shop more often. It's like, who's the most recent unit in there? It's not a recent unit at all. Because Dokkan, you at least have the red coin, so you can just coin a unit guaranteed when they return. They need to do something like that. You'll return to Legends a week before Annie. That's fair, but the thing about Legends is it's not like Dokkan where you can just drop back in a week before the major celebration. Because Legends is a game where it rewards you for being consistently active. Because with Legends, take the Zenkai Awakenings. You can't go back and do previous Zenkai Towers, or whatever they're called. You just have to get them from the USTR shop now. With Dokkan, you can always just catch up on Extreme Z battles, but with Legends, you do need to stay on top of things. If you want to accumulate your CC, if you want to stay on top of the Zenkai, you do need to be active. At the very least, you gotta be doing your daily missions, and you gotta be doing the Zenkai battles. You had 4 or 5 rotations in no SJ4 Goku. I mean, that's all just luck. Super Saiyan 4 Goku has the same pull rate as HL Gogeta. Like, literally. HL Gogeta in Dokkan has a pull rate of 0.5%. SJ4 Goku in Legends has a pull rate of 0.5%. They have the exact same pull rate. And for me, when I was doing summons for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I went 30k CC without a single copy of him. Sometimes you just get bad luck, and that's why like I save for months at a time with Legends. Like before Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the last time I summoned was Ultra Beast Gohan. I had not summoned since 2024. How did we not kill? I was not paying attention whatsoever. Oh well, I wasn't even gonna finish that run anyway, because it is 10 o'clock for me. That run still had another 2 hours. I was not staying up till midnight doing this, so... The run was gonna end at some point. Either I lose the charge count, or I just end it myself. Like, I was not playing that round to win. I was just playing to fill in time. Also, geez, the load time. Give me a break! Bro was letting the bot doing the fight. I mean, pretty much. I was not paying much attention at all. I mean, I'm just yapping away. How many of the tickets have I gotten so far? I'm at 15 right now. Okay, I'm not gonna use any. Let's see, anything else from the Baba Shop worth getting? Nappa. I think I need you. What are you at? Yeah, I do need Nappa. Oh, wait. Cool, I can get all those copies of him. And then let's do Pure Saiyan. Extreme Physical. Oh, you're already at SA15. Whoops. I guess I don't need that Nappa. Let's get him back to the Baba Shop then. You got work tomorrow? Sucks to suck. On a Saturday? That's annoying. Feels bad, man. There's the Baba. Got the Nappa for nothing. Favorite character Dokkan has released, and do you have any that you really want in the game? My favorite character that Dokkan has ever released. It's a toss-up between two. These guys... Love these guys. Peak OSTs, peak animations, such a peak release. And the other contender for my favorite goes to a unit who I didn't even pull on release. In fact, I didn't pull for over a year after release. And they're still one of my favorites of all time. The GOAT himself. Into UI. I need his Super Easy A to be beyond busted. Y'all ready for Switch 2? I don't care about Switch 2, to be honest. Don't care. But yeah, those are two of my favorite units of all time. And a unit that I want in the game, aside from like Manga Susanoo UI Goku, we need a standalone Gogeta Blue. That is one thing that I want. Daima 4Q would be awesome to get. We need to get him in game. Yeah. You know what else we need? We also need a good father-son Kamehameha Gohan. I need a good unit of that moment. Yeah, I like this OST. Yeah. But yeah, maybe one of my most wanted units is definitely a good father-son Kamehameha Gohan. But we have one. No. No. We really don't. We don't have a good one. My guy's Goku doesn't need to be in the game. He should have been the Part 2 LR of the 2019 celebration worldwide. It's criminal that he wasn't. Because you wanted a Super Saiyan Goku to be with AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And there really wasn't any good Super Saiyan Gokus in the game. I mean, you had, where is he? This guy. But he was only Super Saiyan Goku turn 1. He transforms. So you were kind of forced to run AGL Gohan with this guy. But in order to get out this Super Saiyan Goku. But then you just had to deal with his transformation conditions too. You had 2 transformation conditions you had to work around. So thankfully Gohan was still good when Namek Goku dropped. No, Gohan is not okay. Gohan is not good enough. Let's go, Gogeta. Most disappointing character of 10th anniversary right here. Bar none. He's disappointing. Don't know what else to say about him. He's the definition of mid. Goku and Frieza is better than this guy. Goku and Frieza are better than Gohan. Oh yeah, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Well, he just sucks. Gohan is at least like, he's potential man. But he's a disappointment. In actuality. Goku and Frieza are a slot 1 unit. They're a good tank. Gohan isn't. He's a damage unit that doesn't do much damage. He can't go slot 1. He has 0 utility. He has 0 support. What's he doing? I have yet to see anything impressive from this Gohan. Ever. With any amount of support. He has never impressed me in like any video I've seen of him, of any time using Kim. He is the most yawn of a unit ever. Yeah, for his supports too. 77% 2-turn support. And what do they give Gohan? Nothing. Happy 10th anniversary. Here's your slop. And a free unit of your choice as a bribery for you to not talk bad about 10th anniversary. I mean, that is one way to make your community think that the anniversary was good. Just bribe them with free stuff. Don't give them actually quality content, because why do that when you can just give them a free unit of their choice? Which is cool and all, but great. Now, how do we spend the next 6 months while we wait for the next celebration? Oh, we have a bunch of boring content. Great. So glad that I have a bunch of fun content that I can run the free units against. Thanks a lot. Free Kui saved the game. Isn't that what Goresh got? Or did he get Kato Plaza? Whatever his name is. I think he might have gotten Kato Plaza. Kui with Quillian damage. That's funny. Been happy with amount of content. Usually slowly do a break period. Put some tunes on. I guess I should get some tunes going. I don't know what to play though. If you want peak OST, here you go. check chat again. We need the headline and Dokkan original. Where's the wallpaper from? Which one? Wasn't this just given out? Or no, I think you got this from completing Battle Hardened Formidable Foes. I think. I don't remember. Yeah, it should just be a login. Yeah, the wallpaper's nice. I just wish they wouldn't force it upon you. Like, when it switched to Cell, like, cool. Changing it back. Because I don't need Cell. Like, cool. Thanks for showing me the new Cell. I don't care. Guess I do not have that one set up with mobile. Let's play a quick match of PvP. Because why not? And then I'll end things off. Because I don't feel like doing more festival. Let's play the better game. What do you mean stop? Oh, no, oh! Jaka John. That's right, that's right, that's right. I forgot that that was playing. Okay, I've muted the audio in OBS, so I'll be able to hear the OST first. Okay, cool. Okay, got rid of my green card. Oh, I'm just playing a quick match of Legends, because why not? Has switched to Vegeta, because if I stayed in with Q, Vegeta could have cover change, because all I have are strike cards, which is not ideal against this team. You have a blue card. I'll let you get that's fine. Vegeta gets plenty of healing. Okay, you go right away. Good to know. Q. Got the bleed, so you're gonna have cover change now. Fine. So glad that I could use my cards right away. What are you doing? Okay. Sure. Go for it. Oh, that did almost kill. Yeah, go ahead. I should not have pressed that. Oh well. It is what it is. Switch to Vegeta. Okay, most people usually dodge there. I'll be able to switch to go to Q. Unfortunately can't rush here because God Q will just be able to come back in and eat the rush. I did not mean to drop there, but oh well. Still turned out fine. Alright, we got a rush now. So let's do it. Yeah, all the Daima characters they cooked with, they're all so fun to use. Bruh. Hate people do that. Okay. Fair. Good play. Bad play. You're about to fuse. Yeah, so. No point in tackling there. Because that would just result in a free combo for you. The timing this dude has every single time I sidestep, it's right when he's leaping forward. And the one time I don't sidestep, it's right when he goes into a combo. I love my luck with legends. Let's destroy your cards. Beautiful. I think my cover note's about to run out, so let's grab that. Thanks for giving me so many cards that I can use to extend my combo. Appreciate it. This because I don't want to strike and get cover changed. No stun. Of course you do. Of course. And that's just how it goes with PvP. I always have the worst luck. They always get the perfect advantages. They always do everything exactly right. And I fail at everything. Just how it goes. And yep, of course you just draw the green card right away. Of course you do. Yeah, this isn't Festival of Battle. I'm gonna use this now because time is running out. And they landed the rush, but I didn't, so I need to get extra damage in while I can. Of course. That's crazy. I mean, you saw what was happening, so of course I went the timer.